time to start all over again in life, in business, what are the things I would do differently? In Proverbs chapter 4 and verse number 7, the Bible says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. So in part 1 yesterday, we established that in the world that we live in today, we have to learn, unlearn, and relearn continually. We established the fact that life is lived forward but understood backwards. And that's why you make statements like, if I knew what I know now. That's because by the power of hindsight, with time has given you perspective. And you are able to see things clearly. And I said to us yesterday that there are 3 things we need to do continually as we move on in the journey of life. If you're going to maximize your possibility in life and be the best version of yourself. Number 1, you need to continually identify and document things that you need to stop doing. Because there are things you are doing that if you don't stop it, it will stop you. So you identify the things that you need to stop doing. Number 2, you need to identify things that you need to start doing. Because there are things you are not doing that is keeping you where you are. And until you begin to do them, you'll find that you will remain there. You can scream, you can shout, the future is bright, the future is bright. You said that 10 years ago. 10 years later, is the future bright? There is no future. The future is a concept. The future is an ideology. The future you create is the future you inhabit. And number 3, you need to identify things you need to keep doing. Because there are things you're already doing that are right. You may not see the results. Hello? Consistency is doing the right thing when it's working, when it's not working, until it begins to work. That's what consistency is all about. Doing the right thing. You know this is the right thing. Just keep doing it. It's working, oh, be doing it. It's not working, oh, be doing it. Until it begins to work. Why? Because many times it starts working from the unseen realm before it begins to show up in the seen realm. And then we began to look at, I think we looked at 3 of them yesterday night. Number 1, if I'm to start all over again, I will not trust people blindly. Because I got born again as a teenager, came into ministry as a teenager. I was naive. I thought everybody was a Christian. So when somebody tells me something, I just believe. Only to discover that Christians lie, men of God deceive. There are all kinds of hypocrisy and all kinds of schemes going on. I didn't know until I became victim. I said, and it messed me up. Messed me up big time. Number 2, if I'm to begin all over again, I will not practice Christianity as a religion. We did religion. We did religion. But God granted us grace to discover early that religion is more dangerous than the devil. Christianity is not a religion. And we said a lot of things about that yesterday. Number 3, if I'm to start all over again, I will prioritize kingdom business early. Because full-time ministry, full-time foolishness almost ruined our lives. And the people we were following that were telling us, forsake all, they didn't forsake. And we started discovering that they had a lot of things that was bringing money. And we were sitting down there collecting change and keeping keys like we shared yesterday. Number 4, because of time. If I'm to start all over again, I will take database collection and management serious. Database collection and management. Many of us have thousands of people that have gone through our ministry for years and decades, and we don't have their data. I was privileged of God at a young age to start a singles ministry known as Wisdom for Singles. It began in 1993 as a singles beach event, and we're taking people to the beach every Easter Monday. And then at a point, God said, go change the face of youth ministry, and the next 5 years do this, do that. So we started. It became reputed as the largest single ministry on the continent, arguably. And people were coming from all over. People will come from Deeper Life. Deeper Life, we carry a whole truck, bus, Deeper Life. They will come and drop people there and say, deeper. Sele will come, say the stadium will be full every 3 months. But we did not, we just collect, we didn't capture data. And we'll do the meeting and we'll be suffering. We'll just register people. We didn't know how powerful data was. And one day, after we have, anytime we finish Wisdom for Singles, we'll be paying debt till the next one will come. Because youth, there was no money, there was nothing. And then one young man walked up to me one day, he said, sir, I just want to see you. I said, yes. He said, you keep explaining about how you people need money. He said, but with this crowd you are gathering, this crowd, it costs money. I said, hey, how? He said, don't you have data? I said, hey, well. He said, no, you need to keep data. That if you can get the names of everybody, and then you have picture evidence, the corporate organization will pay for this thing. Because you are doing a good job to the youth. You have been coming, and the things you are teaching, you are blessing life. You are going around. I said, hey, how? It's okay. And he said, look at all this data. And then he said, he will help us package the data and send it to Coca-Cola Nigeria. Coca-Cola was the first one that gave us money. He said, you mean you are gathering all these thousands of people every 3 months in this? I said, yes, real data, yeah. So we had picture, we had everything, and they gave us money. I said, hey, this data thing. Then Nestle came. And before you know it, Nestle was giving us millions every year. I was the one that told them to stop that. I don't have time again. I'm too busy now to be going around. They were paying. At a point, we changed it to Nestle Wisdom, Nescafe Wisdom for Singles. They were every campus in Nigeria were going around. Data. I didn't know how powerful data was. I did not start with. And now, guess what? This was the days where we were still doing stamp, where you have to and put stamp. And so there was no internet, no social media to be able to now say you are doing it. So data. Today I go around the world, I see people, and they say, I was in Wisdom for Single. I met my wife in Wisdom. I say, hey, Jamilo, you mean all of you? You came through Wisdom for Single, and where is my offering? After all these years, because there was no data to even know who is who. No data to be able to, if I understood the power of data. All these other people are talking, I have 100,000 followers. We have had followers, followers that are following without data. If we had data, we would have been able to say, Kiddy come million followers. I spoke face to face to millions of people in Wisdom for Single. No data. Today, data mining, data and data are very powerful in today's world. Data mining, data management, is an entire course that people are studying today. So these are mistakes that we made. We didn't understand how powerful this issue of data was. Many of you are doing the same, even in business. Even in business. No data. Do you know that if you have data, many of you think that your business and what you are doing is so small, but you don't know that when you have accurate data, it can reduce your publicity cost. Hello? So by the time I captured and I understood the power of data, I said, now we're going to begin to use data. Whether it's ordinary barbing salon that you have, everyone that comes into that barbing salon, capture their data. Hello? Capture their data. Because the secret code to unending wealth in business is bringing new products to existing customers and existing products to new customers. That's the secret code. Hello? But many of you have existing customers, but you don't even have their data. So you can't even bring new product to customers whose data you don't have. If somebody buys a car from you today, the possibility of coming back to buy another car is very slim. Because they may not come back again for life. Because you don't buy a car every week. Hello? But if you have that person's data, that this person bought car from me, you can bring a new product to that same person because you have to say, hello, thank you for being a part of our network. We hope and believe that the car is serving you right. We just want you to know we have opened a car servicing center now. And since you bought the car from us, forever, any car you bring to service, 10% discount. You have used that data to get a new customer without publicity. Hello? Oh, we have just opened a car wash. If you come back to wash car here, because you bought the car. But if you don't have their data, how will you know? So data, I will take data collection and management, I will take it serious. Today, we have different things we do that we don't even need to talk. All we need to do is just send email to the database. You have this opportunity now. You are getting this because you are part of this network. If you are interested within the next 7 days, results will begin to come. Why? There is a data to follow. Number 5, because of time. So that I can see if we can give more so that we can wrap it up tonight. If I'm to start all over again, I will not take opportunities for granted. I will not take opportunities for granted. The race is not for the swift, battle is not for the strong, bread not for the wise, riches not for men of understanding, but time and chance happen to them all. And that's what it says. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. There are many opportunities that came into my life that I did not understand that they were opportunities. People hardly appreciate what they have until they lose it. And sometimes when things come to you easily, you just assume that it is as easy like that until you now later realize that it was favor at work or it was grace at work. Hello? There are opportunities that I lost that made me to now realize that, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it differently. I should have done it this way. There are doors that close and has remained closed. Hello? Opportunities. They give you 30 minutes. You say the spirit is moving. Can I have 5 minutes more? What will they say? You have the pulpit, you have the microphone now. Can I have just 5 minutes? Can I just take 10 minutes? I'm just going to help. No problem. Take it. That's your last one. You will not return. Hello? Those that preach long sermon and preach beyond the time given shall not be invited back. Hello? Opportunities. Opportunities. I will not take opportunities for granted. There are opportunities that came that I just thought, this is powerful. And now I look back and I say, So those things, and as I learn, I say, let's turn it into a message. So I started teaching. I wrote the book, Maximizing Opportunities in the 90s. In the 90s. Because I said, let me quickly teach people. Because opportunity sometimes comes in garments that you don't like. Hello? It is better to be prepared waiting for opportunity than for opportunity to come and meet you unprepared. So today I've learned. So every opportunity I have, I honor it, I respect it, I appreciate it. I don't have ability. Because I have learned. That's why I used to invite, what am I coming to? You can invite somebody else. They say, no, every year you must be here. Say, why? Number 6, because of time. You get all this in the book. So I'm just trying to throw some of them out just to help us. If I'm to start all over again, I will start media ministry early and I will take it serious. I will start media ministry early and I will take it serious. I had this philosophy, I don't know where I got it from, that I will not go to media from a borrowed pulpit. I don't know where I got it from. So I just said that as long as I was renting a venue, I will not be on television until we build our own church. I don't know where I got it from, but it was a software that was running my life. All manner of media opportunity opened up. People even gave me free slot on television. I rejected it. Because Wisdom for Single was doing it. You can come, we'll give you, just bring your case. I said, no, because we're renting church. If I had been on TV in those days, doing those things, it would have been a different level. Hello? I would have started media ministry early. In those days, we used to watch Hour of Victory, Papa Ayo, Richard Jaffor, Hour of Deliverance. And then an audience with the king, Pastor Matthew, became Winning Ways. And then we had Pastor Tunde Bakari. We sit down on the chair like that, moment of truth, and all manner of, you'll be watching. They will say, man of God, I say, no, we are renting a place. When we build our church, Let me share 2 very, very important mistake in that area that I learned. A young man was working in a media station, in a secular media station, and by virtue of what we're doing and just seeking counsel, he came to see me in my office. And he sat down in my office and he said, look, he's been working in this media. He's a Christian, but he believes that we should have a Christian station, cable, this and that. But he doesn't know how to go about it. He doesn't have money. And one thing that God has graced me with is answers just flow. When you ask a question, answer will just flow. I say, no. That every big vision has a small version. Can start small and grow from there. I said, since you are in the media, can't you get 1 hour on television? Get 1 hour. And that 1 hour, get like 6 pastors. Let them take 30 minutes. And then you start your own like that. Or you give some people 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then you start like that. You say, hey, Dada. I said, no, go and find out. That you can take 1 hour from different stations. You can even take it at the same time like NCA Network. It will be your own TV time on their own station. It was a revolutionary idea. The guy left my office, came back a few weeks later. He said, sir, I've spoken with my wife. That thing is very powerful. I've spoken with station. They are ready. They were about to start. So I don't know. Can you be one of the pastors? And just take 10 minutes and talk on this wisdom for single things. So I looked aside and said, no. When I want to start, I will start my own 30 minutes. 30 minutes. When I want to start my own. Great opportunity miss. Many ministers today, some of them are in this hall. Is that 30 minutes that brought them out? Some of them are here today sitting down. Is that 30 minutes? I'm the one that brought the idea. That man ended up starting a major TV station, became so big all over, and I keep watching and say, this thing was my idea that I gave this guy. Do you know that years later, I paid him money to be on the same platform? A platform that I had, but he gave me this. He said, why not be one of the people? I said, 10 minutes. No. I got a call, my office got a call from London. A young man from the UK said he was coming to Nigeria. He wanted to come and start a TV station. He wants to see me for counseling. He came. Sat down in my office for hours. I said, no. If you want to do this. I told him, you do this way. This is the way to do. You can get this, get that. I spoke to him. I remember the day they started that TV station. Myself and Reverend Sam were the only 2 major ministers that were at that opening of that. Everybody did not believe this thing would work. Only me and Reverend Sam were there. And the guy said, since you have supported me, that bring all your cases, I want to give you 30 minutes to start. I said, no, the quality of the cassette we have now. We have a church now, but the quality, maybe when I do all that, the quality. If you wait for perfect condition, you will never get anything done. Quality. The guy started, before my very eyes, the guy landed on DSTV. Before my very eyes, the thing grew. I'm like, I'm the one that advised this guy. I later went and paid on the same station to be on the same station. Hello? And these are mistakes we have made that we look back now and we are saying, wow, if I'm to start all over again, I won't do that. Number 7, if I'm to start all again, I will start social media early and I will take it serious. I even stand on my pulpit and say, no, we don't do social media. I don't do social media. I even say I don't do WhatsApp. I don't do social media. You know, some things you just say and young people will be looking at us, this man is old though. Hello? 2017, I started a TV station. God told me clearly, start this station, do this, do that, social media. Our brother was the vice president. I called him. They are doing this digitalization of the class. I said, we need to do this, do that. I just didn't take it serious. I did not take it serious. When COVID came, I look back and say, hey, this TV station will have been 4 years today. We will have used this COVID to enter another dimension. At that point, I say, forever, I will start doing it now. I will take it serious. Anyhow, let's just continue. Consistency. Social media, uncle, I was not there. It was Twitter. Which one is Twitter? Which one is Facebook? Hello? But God helped me. By 2017, 2018, I called my team together. I said, this social media thing, the way I'm seeing these things, I say this is the future. But me, I'm not in that area. I don't even know this technology thing. So guys, you guys are younger. Show us the way. I put a team together. And they told me 2 things. Content and consistency. Content and consistency. Content and... I said, okay, no problem. So I started. Nobody knew COVID would come. I started churning out the thing, just going there. Little by little, the thing was growing. Little by little, then COVID came and the whole world was shut down. And the social media thing blew up. I didn't even know they were making money on the thing. I didn't know. Then they came back and said, "You can monetize." I said, "What to monetize?" I said, "They'll be giving us money." That's the wealth of the wicked coming to the righteous. Okay. Let's plug in. Wealth of the wicked. Let's plug in. Hello? And then, little by little, I started seeing dollars every month. Before you know it, thousands. You mean we can be collecting thousands of dollars just like I become on this thing? Okay. But many people don't know. So if I knew, I would have started early. I was on radio for 14 years. 14 years I was on radio every day for 14 years. I stopped. I shouldn't have stopped. Hello? I was on TV at a point, 15 minutes. Then I stopped. I shouldn't have stopped. These are mistakes I make. I'm like, I should have just stayed there. There are people that we raise that are on TV that they are missing. I'm like, even more raise our guys, but they have gone far. They have gone far. Media, the social media thing now, you have no idea what some guys are doing with social media. The kind of things they are doing, the kind of impact they are having globally, you have no idea. The little we are doing, me, I'm still elementary, I don't have millions of followers, but the impact all over the world, you'll be amazed. Unbelievers, atheists. I went to Canada. It was even hangouts with Pastor Olumide Emmanuel. I put church logo. When we got there, 20% of the people were Muslims. So we were even in the hijab. I had to say, come, this is our church program. It's not school of money. This is our church program. They say, we just want to see the man. Just to see you face to face. That we'll be following you on TikTok. I say, I don't know all those. It's my people that do all those things. Hello? Mistakes. Number 8, because there are so many of them. If I'm to start all over again, I will start building an external mentorship tribe and community early. I will start building an external mentorship tribe and community early. Imagine that the millions of people that I spoke to directly face to face and impacted in Wisdom for Single. Imagine that I was able to put them together in a community and a mentorship platform. Imagine that you have 2 million people on a tribe or a community. Even if it's $100 per annum they are paying to be in that community. Do you know that kind of money and the impact you will make with that kind of money? But many of them scattered all over the world. People, because I was in Ghana about 2 years ago, and a woman of God came. They said, she came, that she has been calling, that is that man coming, I need to share testimony. And she came and said, I wanted to see you because you are the one that made me to get married as a virgin. I said, how do I know? He said, Wisdom for Singles. How to manage your passion before your passion damages you. Say that message changed her life. That she has already fixed appointment to be this virgin that week. That message stopped her, and that's I say, hey, appointment. Appointment with destiny. Now imagine people like testimonies. Oh, I met my wife in Wisdom for Single. Imagine all those people that are owing you but they are not paying. Owing you but not paying because there is no network, no community. If you know how many people has passed through our church, passed through the ministry, passed through, but no community. Sometimes you're just facing your church member. Jesus Christ said, I have a lot of sheep that are not of this fold. That are not of this fold. It took time for me to understand that, look, don't sit down with these people and think these are all your members. So create a network, create a community. And before you know it, these things will create greater impact. So you need to have a mentorship tribe. You need to have a community. When you study the Bible, you realize that the Bible will always say they went back to their own company. Acts chapter 4 verse 23. They went back to their own company. So who are in your company? Who are your companions? Who are people? So I started out late, but I started the mentorship platform, started mentoring people. And today, many of them are doing some dangerous things. And I remember, especially in the real estate and the ministry, there are people that are doing so much stuff now that people even know them more than they know me. And they keep referring back to me, oh, you need to be my mentor, you need to be my father. And one guy, people, not even one, many people have to come. Where is your own estate? Because we don't see your own. I said, don't worry, they are my estates. If you have seen them, you have seen me. Hello? Because they just feel that these guys are big. We don't even know you. But they are always referring back to you. So there are people you are going to raise that will be greater than you. So you need to create that opportunity to be able to raise people. Hello? So I will have created what? An external mentorship tribe and community early. Today now, I run the Billionaires Conclave. We have members in 15 countries, members all over the world. So I don't need to stress myself. There are people taking charge of different things. And they are paying, You know, when people don't pay, they don't pay attention. They are paying. So when people are paying you, and then they are getting the results. Number 9. Let me see how much I can offload because the book is loaded. So many things in there. If I'm to start all over again, I will not overthink and overanalyze many things. Overthinking, overanalysis. Too much analysis leads to paralysis. I won't overthink or overanalyze a lot of things. If you wait for perfect conditions, you will never get anything done. He that regards the wind will not sow. He that observes the wind will not sow. So don't wait for perfect conditions. It's important to plan. It's important to prepare. It's important to strategize. But even the best business plan may not work according to plan. Even the best business plan may not work according to plan. So don't overanalyze it. Just start. Just start. As you do it, excellence is in levels. You discover that you keep getting better, you keep getting skillful, you keep adjusting and moving on. Just start. Even this social media thing now that is doing well, when we started and I put a team together, one of the guys, every time we have meeting, his point was always, sir, this the video, the pigmentation, his excellence is not good enough. The camera angle, we need this camera, that camera, we need quality picture. That was always his complaint. So I said, my brother, nobody's arguing with what you are saying. But I've made mistakes before. This one, whether it's black and white or let's call it evergreen, let's call it whatever name, just put it out there. I said, there is grace on my voice. Whether the picture is good or not, the content is heavy. Let them be hearing it. You say, I wish you had a better picture, but what he said makes sense. So I said, let's start from there. Picture, we'll get picture right later. The guy, we argue. Then one day, the other guy says, sir, we agree, but this guy is always, I said, sir, can you tell the guy to step aside? Let's take charge of this thing. Let's take charge. I said, no problem. So I said, bro, can you please step aside? Let's just take charge. And they started and boom. Because many times there are people like that, they just want to get everything perfect. Perfectionist. The camera must be good. Oh, the light is showing shadow. Hey, sir. I say, oh, God, content. We agree with you. We are not arguing with excellence, but let's start. Let them be hearing the voice first. What you are calling old school is the school of some people. That's their own school. What is old to you is revelation to them. So let those ones be joining while we are waiting for excellence. And I'm grateful that we kept doing it, and we are not perfect yet, but little by little, say, you can't use this camera, that camera. Start. Finally, because of time, so that we can close early and get ready for the evening session. If I'm to start all over again, I will not allow people to use, abuse, and take my simplicity and openness for granted, as many have done. There is pastoral abuse going on. I'm a very open person, very simple person. Many things that matter to people that people say, I'm just simple. I just open up myself to people because I started early. I didn't have people to help me. So I said, God, if you can raise me, just help me. I will help people. So that commitment to help people. Every time I see people, they need this, I just, what can I do? I always want to help people. But people can abuse you. When you are too simple, you are too open, you are too honest, it can be taken for granted. I've been abused in my life. I've been used and abused in my life. Even recently, we're in Asaba. And I told my PA, I said, can you see life? A guy took my book, took a chapter from my book, and released it. 10 places where money hides. That's the title of his book. And he still traveled down to come and see me to say, this book is powerful. And he did not even acknowledge me. And they say, and I'm like, how do you do that? You should be in jail by now. This is my copy, this is my intellectual property. He said, you bless me. He says, I listened to that message up to 50 times. I had to come up with a revelation and come up with a book on my. I'm like, then I checked the table of contents. I had to quickly go and read the introduction to even see, I read this book by Olumide Emmanuel. My name was not in the introduction, no acknowledgement, nothing. And he still brought it autographed copy to honor me. That's an honor, Abi. So I told my PA, I said, you see, something you can't try outside church. Church people, they will use you, they will abuse you. You will labor, and then they will turn around to be the one that will finish you. So I won't do that. I'll be tender and tough. I will know how to put boundaries in place and put things in place. And my church members are here, my ministers are here. One of the prayer I say, pray for me. One prayer you pray for me is that my heart will not change. I say, because the way people are dealing with me, right, left, and center, I can become a wicked man. I should just pray that I will not become wicked, because this human being, people will owe you money. Do you know how many people I have helped? I have over, even till as I'm standing, I have close to 200 million naira worth of products in my warehouse as we're standing here now. I will tell people, if you have jobless, just come. You don't need money. I will give you my book, 50,000, 100,000, go and sell. Because people make money from my books. And they build houses. They come and give testimony. People are selling my product. That's what they do for a living. I say, how can my church member be suffering? Come. You will give them the books. They will sell, chop the money. They will not return. And they will still be looking at you in the face. As if they have not done anything wrong. And I'm like, but Jamie, now. You are owing me now. And they will even come. People that have never given you any Christmas, they will not remember you. Birthday, nothing. They will now come and say they want to borrow money. Say, ow, should I borrow you money? Ow. And they will tell you, it's because of us that God is blessing you. No, yes, it's because of us that God is blessing you. So you have pastors today, members cannot see them. To see your pastor, they will give you 8 months appointments. You book appointments. Some people don't even know how old their pastor is. They don't know many things because some pastors just feel that this abuse, let me just separate myself from these people. But that's not the way ministry is. You are a shepherd. The sheep should feel you. Hello? So you need to know how to balance that. I say, cast not your pearls before swines. Know how to balance it, because some people are just users. Because they think that that's your generosity is because there's so much money. Hello? Do you know what it means to talk to your wife and say, babe, you now carry your own house rent. That you are owing house rent. You carry house rent and your children's school fees to use to settle a member's case. And the same member turn around and say, what did you do? What did you do? Hello? Because we have been foolish. We have been foolish. We have done foolish things. So that's why we speak now with boldness. Because I've been in that WhatsApp group. So when I see it, I recognize my tribe. Our foolish pastors. These are the place. That's where I'm coming from. This guy is still there. So that's why I'm hammering you. Come out of that foolish. Come on. I used to be there. Hello? So I won't do that. Being simple, the more spiritual you are, the more relatable you should become. But it doesn't mean that you should now become a doormat for people. Because some people don't understand boundaries. They don't. They don't understand boundaries. Every time you set boundaries, say, why? They don't. They don't. After I know many of you understand how you will have prayed and preached and prayed for everybody. The anointing has moved, and after the meeting, somebody will come and say, please pray for me. And you're like, so now which other prayer? Just lay hands and just pray. People will be telling you, you need to rest. And as they're telling you need to rest, we would like you 2 days. Can you just find 2 days in your calendar for us? But you told me I should rest now. Hello? A man of God was here yesterday, And he came, he said, man of God, we need to invite you. I said, Omo, my calendar is 2 years in advance. It's always in my book. So I brought it. I said, look, that day. So I opened my diary. He said, hey, let's find it. I said, no, that even if I would do, maybe I will give you 1 day. He said, 2 days. We want 2 days. I said, you can't have 2 days. So he said, which one is this one? I said, you read it. He said, rest. He said, is that a church? I said, that's my rest day. I said, that is my rest day. So if you are asking for 2 days, you are saying I should not rest. He said, how you write rest in your diary? I said, that's how I rest. Because my diary is so powerful. When I see it, I'm not going to rest, retreat, family is all there. So when I open the diary, you see, he said, so rest. Rest. I said, no. If you check where, that rest day, check. I'm in Abuja, so I'm supposed to be coming in with first flights. That's why I put it. So, but that first flight may become afternoon if they move flights. And so that he said, tentatively, man of God, tentatively. Let's just say 2 days. I say it's not 2 days, 1 day, Tuesday, that Monday. And these are the people that will tell you to rest, and they are the ones that still want your calendar. Hello? And thereafter they will say, he didn't rest, that's why he died. Me, I cannot die for anybody. Lie. Hello? Even my wife know I can't die for her. Members know I can't die. I can't die for anybody. The only person that should die has already died. I can't die. Because if you just die for nothing. You say, you will just die. They will just tell the husband, sir, man of God, you cannot be single. It's 1 year anniversary. We need to look for a small girl for you. You will see how people will be making recommendations and bringing babes your way. Then, woman of God, since you are here, now you people should answer this question. Woman of God, why is it that when a man loses his wife, everybody is arranging wife for him? But when the woman loses the husband, nobody is arranging husband. So maybe you will answer that question when you retire. Because when a woman now remarries, they will not say, I don't understand where we get that idea from. Is she not supposed to be serviced? I will not die for anybody. My members don't die. No, I'm not El Shaddai. The person that must die has already died.
Thank you for taking time to watch this video. We believe you've learned something of great value. On this channel, we share videos on finances and wealth creation from biblical perspective. You can find more similar videos on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you've learned in the comment section.